So the next one is going to be Chip playing Mercy at 32/3.3k. I should have switched off Mercy maybe. I don't know if I was helping or if I was just existing. I think target priority is also something I need to focus on, but I don't know how, Pepe Hands. Well, Chip, let's find out.
Where you gonna go?
I'll be watching over you.
Ooh, and this is PTR, fun.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh no, this is
I can play.
nope. What was that thing in the beginning?
If Mercy doesn't work.
Oh, you were in a group queue. Neat.
Yeah.
That's not Baptiste.
Okay, so we have Mercy, Widow, Reaper, Brig, Orisa, Hog. I actually don't dislike this comp at all. I think Mercy Brig is one of the better combinations for Brig, the other one being Brig Ana. Once 2/2/2 rule lock comes in. Is this console 2? Yes, it is. I think Mercy, you're gonna get a lot of value damage boosting the Reaper, damage boosting the Hog, damage boosting the Widow, even damage boosting the Orisa. I think Mercy's actually a really good pick with this comp. And I mean, Hog Orisa, you can't really ever go wrong. Oh, you're gonna get a Baptiste, even better. Your tanks are gonna just be immortal.
Reaper? What?
So as soon as people are full, your Widow fucking got bullied. Oh, for Mercy stuff, I'm actually working on a video with Ginger Pink, and we are covering a bunch of Mercy tech. Hopefully that'll be out next week, but we shall see. It just kind of depends when we have a chance to really edit everything, make sure it looks really, really good. I do have some YouTube videos going live this week. I made sure to do a bunch of editing over the past couple days, so we will have regularly scheduled uploads twice a week, hopefully consistently, which will be really fun. I think on top of streaming like 2 or 3 times a week, I think that'll be really good. Anyways, so for Mercy, your Widow got fucking donked. That's not your fault. Nothing you can do about that. The guy got fucking railed from the top spawn. As soon as you have people that you're plugged into with heal that are full HP, you want to immediately just switch to blue beam, just in case like they're going for chip damage, so they can build ultimate a little bit faster. You don't really get any value just beaming people who aren't taking any damage and definitely can't take any damage because they're behind a shield. You're more likely to get more. You'll get way more. You'll get way more ult charge yourself if they're damage boosted and they hit something.
Oh shit! Ouchie!
On res or no?
No.
We're gonna decide not to res the Widow. Totally fine. Good on you to ask your team what they think the good play is here.
Go.
So I'd be looking to damage boost, like when we're looking for shield break, damage boost your Hog as much as possible. Reaper's doing his own thing. There is a rat top.
Oh, I didn't have my.
That was a sneaky GA.
I'm just gonna. Oh, excuse me. That was disgusting.
See if you can get to this Widow. Nice work. And then now he's full HP, I'd be looking to damage. Oh my god, he got absolutely owned. Good escape. Yeah, this team is feeding a lot.
Junkrat's 1, top right. Top right, Junkrat 1.
Oh, so this would have been this is an example of a really good opportunity to damage boost the hook. Like he gets the kill anyway, but if you damage boost him, like if it's say he hooks a tank here, he might not. The tank might live if they're not damage boosted.
I don't even play other tanks.
She's gonna res.
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh my god, your team is feeding.
For what?
It's a good job keeping the beam on your Hog, kept him alive as he got hooked. I do like that you're also positioning out of Widow LOS and like you're being careful to GA like not in front of him or them, I should say. So this is good. We're gonna damage boost the Winston who's in. We're gonna Valk.
Back up.
Good job as well using this the statue as cover. So one thing you do want to be aware of though is like as you're in Valk, you can move really fast to avoid the Widow, but you might want to just be careful to watch for where they are. Especially in these situations where you kind of have to slow GA. So this is a good position to be in here. We've got damage boost on a lot of people, but we really don't want to land in the middle of the enemy team. So here, GA is on a 1 second cooldown, right? So as soon as you peek here and you're slow descending, right, the Widow is dead, so you don't have to worry about the Widow shooting you. But as soon as you're here and your Valk is ending, you want to GA into your team so you're not slow landing like right into the middle of their team in their lamp.
Oh my god.
Because that's why you get caught by this whole hog.
Stay right here, stay right here.
Good job GAing into the lamp.
It read that.
Hold on.
And we win that. Nice. It was a good Valk to open the fight as well.
I'm capturing the objective.
And this is a perfectly safe res. Good job.
I see it.
Shit, I'm trapped.
Let's get you back out there.
Nice.
Come to the window.
Peek out this side.
What? I jumped to the side.
Unfortunate. These people are big feeders.
The Widow doesn't play any games.
Oh yeah, sorry. 2 second cooldown. But regardless, it's available very often, so you should always be using it to move yourself around.
God, this hog heals so much. I literally have
As long as wherever you're moving is keeping you out of LOS or out of danger. Of course.
What are these
This is good. We're getting damage boosts in.
I'll damage boost your ult.
Nice.
I can't even find. They're just like all over the place.
Wait, how did your Reaper lose the 1v1 with a Mercy? Nice. We're damage boosting the blade. This is really good.
I was in the thing. You read that?
I'm up with our games right now.
Oh, you're not there. It's good. It's good.
Well, I was literally there.
Uh-oh. Don't get caught by this. Ah! Good GAs, but how did that trap not catch you? Am I blind? How did that not catch you? It's right... Where? How did it not catch you? That's a miracle. You have really good GA. I'm really happy with this. Like, you move around a lot and it's helping you stay out of danger. I think the biggest thing is just being careful of where you're slow descending and where you're ending your Valks. And to just damage boost more often than you heal. This is great. We're opening up with Valk with a damage boost. These guys are in Narnia playing their own game.
Just group up here.
We're regrouping while we have Valk. Your team hates you.
Oh, I thought we had an Orisa. I forgot he was playing.
That's good. We get these guys hooked up, held up. We have one pick, and they're gonna Valk in response. Nice lamp from your Baptiste there.
Yeah, I get caught.
Holy shit.
Stay back.
Kind of brave to walk through a tunnel where like the rat is spamming, but you know, you didn't die, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah, we disengaged well. John just top left.
Your team is just doing their own thing. Damage boost, damage boost, damage boost. This guy's full. This guy's like barely low HP. Just damage boost him.
Hog. Jump top with the Mercy Fog.
Because you can always heal up after and get the ult charge, but it's more ult value to damage boost people and ensure they get kills if they're not like immediately in danger of dying. Can we have a shield tank?
Shit, sometimes
The raining Junkrat bombs, dude.
it's okay though. It's okay though.
So these fights are messy, but it's not your.
Ron's healing. Sometimes the back kind of.
Monkey, no.
I still have silver or bronze healing.
Your sad voice too, spooky. Oh no.
No, I don't want to talk about it. He just fell down the river.
What the fuck are these idiots trying to pull up here for?
This hog hooked me and missed.
What are you doing, daddy?
Yeah. That's the type of hook.
Nice, we get the damage boost on this, sir. So we get the ult, and we have Valk now, so we can like Valk when we're ready. Oh, perfect. Damage boost. Hell yes.
That's very
It's fine. It's fine. Keep the damage going. Ooh, we're gonna even get the res. PogChamp. No, the stun. It feels so bad.
Alright, I got silver.
McCree's got his eyes on me. He's on the left
Cree's
side.
on our light. Cree's on our light.
All right. I'm gonna say it. Your monkey is gonna go fight him, You can GA to him and pistol him, and there's no way that guy lives. Just saying.
Left.
He's half.
Oh my god.
I can't res.
You guys all stop beating.
Oh no, this hurts. He whole hogged everybody out. It's fine, we just wipe here. Farm for ult and then wipe.
I should have threw my thing behind us in the corner instead of right in our face.
It's okay, it's not your fault.
This map has, the hog has silver healing and the BAP has bronze. Unfortunate.
It's right.
Okay, we have Reinhardt for Winston now. This is a little bit better.
I'll make a whole 7 brain cells.
So healing people in between fights.
Like Mom said, it's my turn on the brain cell.
Wait,
Oh
your Ryan got hooked in? Oh, this is a good res.
no, I get fucked.
Good job taking advantage of the lamp there. I would look to try and get on that high ground to your top right again. Like you can either super jump to it or you can ask your Reaper to TP up there. You can ask your Baptiste to jump up there so you can GA to them.
Oh, you gotta get out of there.
my god.
Unfortunate, we wipe here. Just keep that guy damage boosted while he until he he eats shit somehow. But you get more value even if he dies there. It's like it doesn't matter because like your whole team is spawning anyway. You can always res him, and if you damage boost the shots, you're gonna get that last 10% that you need to have ult.
Try and force that trance.
Oh, there's no try res this on the left for 3.
Oh, unfortunate. The res timer ran out just as you went for it.
Reaper above us, Reaper's above us.
This guy, Reaper has Death Blossom for sure if he's playing up there. Or he's just really on a flank. Good job popping your Baptiste so he stays alive here. We're gonna damage boost Valk in. And I would still be damage boosting here, right? Like, no one's really critical. We want to be getting the max value out of the Valk with the damage. One also quick tip as well is, like, you can damage people all through the end of Valk. Leave them a little bit low HP as your Valk is ending, and you can use the leftover healing to start building your next, Valk. Gotta go. Thank you for the great stream, Dio. Thank you, FLM. Mwah!
Oh, is that a bit farther than
Oh, I need.
Good job escaping the Deadeye. We're gonna get the res on the Reaper. This is really good. But yeah, the biggest thing on this third point is I would want to see. Oh, that feels bad. I want to see you be playing on the high ground more. Ask your Reaper to TP up there. Ask your BAP to jump up there for you, or just super jump yourself up there if you're confident in it. It puts you in a way better position because they're running double hit scan and a Reaper. You don't want to be like within walking distance of the Reaper. Like, it's better that the Reaper has to TP to come get you, and it gives you additional options to hide from the double hit scan and the Zen Discord. Especially because Mercy Beam will persist through map objects for about 1.5 seconds. You can use that to your advantage to stay hidden and be healing people with your beam from up top, as well as damage boosting them.
Yeah, I couldn't kill him.
Oh, hey Pathos! I love Mel. Mel's a good Gorosh. Ah! I knocked my mic.
Widow, please don't die.
Okay, last 10 seconds. We have to go for one last fight as a team.
Behind him.
Your Widow ate shit again.
Dumbest shit ever. 1-1.
So you want to make sure your beam there should have been on the person who's low HP.
Dumbest shit ever. 1-1.
Right? It switches automatically to the Baptiste because you're no longer looking at the hog, but you should immediately be looking to switch it back to the hog and not the person who's like very clearly full HP. Like, this is no value. You're not helping yourself build ult. You're not helping keeping anybody alive here.
That's
It's unfortunate we don't get to touch.
I go by the music. I was like, okay, we're good, and then
We go by the music, dude. Look at the timer up top.
I need to figure this shit out.
Melody's always helpful.
Damage.
That's why I have like chat always displayed on the VOD reviews, because that way like people can contribute and people can see what other people are thinking as well.
Orb is good on this.
Drink the liquid. Oh, it's true. I have water right here. Watch this.
Your chore was bad.
Do you want me to go to
You know how easy it is to
sides,
play
Mercy?
Torb? It was just that map.
Alright, fine. Have your redemption.
Can you guys hear that? Could you hear me gulping down a glass of water that was right next to me? Staying hydrated like the bot commands.
Never just
fighting for what you believe.
pop off.
Dio in general is a problem because she doesn't stop talking about toes. Listen,
Depends what they're running.
there's nothing wrong with feet.
I don't know, honestly.
I'll just go Mercy.
There's nothing wrong with toes.
Mercy, you don't have to fight the Genji too.
There's nothing wrong with them.
What's the Reaper? Yeah, the Mercy.
Do you think I should maybe do more shot calling, ordering the team around? I think if you're comfortable on it, Spooky, and you like, I do think it's a really good skill for any main support to have, is to be able to shot call. And what I would do is not necessarily even order the team around, but just communicate what you're seeing. Say, hey, there's a Reaper behind, can we back? Or, hey, we've just gotten a pick, let's aggress. I have Valk, I'm gonna damage boost us, let's go forward. I think this fight is winnable, let's keep fighting. This fight is not winnable, hold your ults, go next. Stuff like that is super, super helpful because it just feeds information to the team to help them make better individual decisions. You can say stuff like, XYZ person is flanking on the left, they have this ultimate, be ready for it. Stuff like that can help people predict what they're supposed to do. So I definitely, I would highly recommend it. I wouldn't necessarily like order people around and tell them how to use their abilities, but like you can always offer it as a suggestion. For example, be like, hey, we have Hog right now. We have Hog Orisa. Orisa, can you pull above the shield and set it up? Can you try pulling above the shield and set up a pull for our Hog?
Mike, by the way.
Alright, yo, we're done combo that shit.
Yeah,
Save your hooks.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, great.
So this is great. Our big 3 damage boost targets are going to be Hog, McCree, and Torb.
No, we can pull and hookers.
Followed by Orisa, and your Baptiste almost never. So for example, if you were really confident in calling, you would say that call that Reaper is teleporting on the top left there.
Top left, Reaper top left. He's going around behind us.
Oh, what the hell? Ready, pull.
Reaper's still behind us.
Reaper's behind, he dies. Perfect. Great call. We're gonna heal people up while they're in the lamp, and then we switch back to damage boost. Perfect.
Ready?
And again, like, this guy's kind of low. He's gonna get healed up by your Baptiste anyway. Just switch back to, because this is your Hog, I do believe. Yeah. So switch back to blue beam for him while we're looking to like kill the last couple of remainders, and then you can use the healing as your last form of ult charge. So basically, my personal preference for Mercy is to beam blue beam first, yellow beam second, unless people are critical or about to die.
Well, they break shields so fast.
That Widow.
Ready, I have it.
Watch their Widow, please watch their Widow. Orisa, please watch their Widow.
Cass something.
She has
Strong line.
sights.
Yeah,
That Valkyrie.
So that's the biggest thing I'm noticing is like you need to blue beam more.
I have it.
I'm gonna Valkyrie.
Good call that we're gonna Valk.
They have Tracer now.
We Valk. We're on damage. This is when I would be calling for team to like, hey, play aggressive, play aggressive. We have damage boost, go forward. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. How does Mercy play around ults herself since she doesn't have CC and can just run away? Positioning. So for, oh, Melody just said it. So how do we send in VODs? Exclamation point VODs will give you the submission form. You want to like position yourself where you don't get punished by CC and you're constantly moving around, so it's hard for the opponent to use CC on you. In the case of like avoiding ultimates specifically, you want to be positioned like knowing in advance what ultimates are coming. So for example, you want to be tracking mentally in your head, hey, the enemy Zarya has grab. She's going to look to grab soon. There's nothing that I personally can do to survive the grab if I'm caught into it, but if we have a Zenyatta, I can, and he can transit. If both of us stay safe and don't get caught in the grab, we can both pocket our tanks who are in the grab and keep them alive. Similarly, if you know that, say, the enemy hit scan, say they're playing Soldier or they're playing McCree, those two hit scan ults are the biggest counters to Valkyrie. So if you know that they have those ults, you might not Valk aggressively right away so that you don't get caught out by it. So a big part of like Mercy dealing with CC and ultimates is like ult tracking and knowing when they're coming so that you can position yourself accordingly.
Then he's out of position. Then. Oh,
Nice, we force trance.
Getting bullied in the corner.
Feels bad. The lamps just couldn't save anybody.
Stayed alive.
That was really that. There was not a misplay by you there though. There's not much you can do to help people who are getting whole hogged in a corner. I would have liked your team to play more aggressive with your Valk, but I think your Valk itself was good.
Shit. You should have taken it all the way in the back behind us all. But we were kind of peeking far. They wouldn't have done anything then.
That guy ate shit.
Stupid. Barrel 1. Okay. You can take care of this.
I'm actually gonna cover something that me and Ginger talked about for the Mercy video that we have coming up, but I'm gonna talk about how you can force your beam to prefer damage versus prefer heal. Which is kind of like a neat little Mercy tip or something to be aware of. It'll make more sense when I do it in the practice range, but I do think like the biggest recurring theme that I see is like you're focused on healing people who like have barely taken any damage or who are full HP. Whereas like that's a critical person, but he's not critical anymore, so you should switch to blue beam here. Like nobody's critical. You have a Baptiste who also kind of functions as a main healer, has really large heal output, so you want to like his primary way of building ult is going to be through AoE healing people. So you want to let him do most of the burst healing, and you are just topping people up in between fights. Like your primary utility as Mercy is a damage boost. You sent one in? Awesome. Can't wait to review it.
Widow's up in the window.
Okay, so we're Valking. If you know that this person's up in the window, you don't have to be afraid. You can pressure them with your pistol.
Yeah. When I get there.
Right, like your Baptiste is doing it, but you can do it too. Don't be afraid.
I don't know where their Widow is.
Widow's in the top
don't
window.
worry.
Yeah,
Well,
Widow's
we're
in the
not gonna
window.
give
Window
this
top
spot up.
left.
Ready, pulling?
Come in. It takes so long.
Take that out. Watch out, go back to the little hall, come up.
Good awareness position away from this window. Good job. This is really good.
Yeah, right here, someone's right
Reaper's up
here.
top too.
Someone's on back too.
Straight there.
Yeah, I have it in 2 seconds.
No recall.
Yeah, ready?
Good. We're playing in the lamp until you have GA. This is good.
What's up, FT?
Your guy got fucking these guys got fucking yoinked.
Yeah, back up.
Oh, good job using. Nice. I'm so proud of you. That's a really good smart choice to GA to like, not GA to res in there in the doorway to protect yourself from the hook. I've submitted a support bot if you want to do it while Melody is here. Oh, sure.
Let's call it the
Yeah,
Widow.
Tracer behind me, Tracer behind me, Tracer's chasing me.
Hell yeah, special guest Momlady. PogChamp.
Mission.
Is there a flanker backline pressure? If there's a flanker or backline pressure, should the Mercy help the backline or keep up the front line? Mercy should always be focused on protecting herself, which will probably mean protecting the backline. So, for example, if you just like GA away and focus on your tanks, you're putting yourself in danger because now you're in the front line going to get beat up. And the things that are going to protect you, like your McCree or your other DPS, are now going to have to 1v1 the Tracer and win. So I would say that you should focus on your backline. But communicate with your front line to let them know that you're being pressured from behind, so there's less pressure up front.
Yeah, you went out.
Fuck, my controller died.
Oh, Reaper's
On four, that was a really good stick.
Group up.
Alright. We do. They
Who's at
went
this? They're running
so
solo
many
heal
DPS.
Moira.
You're running 4 DPS.
Back in the front.
Yeah.
Oh.
We need group up.
Oh.
Like, fully.
I was.
Okay, so we have another Valk that we can use to try and contest this. And again, we want to use it somewhat aggressively. We want to use it primarily for damage boosts. So pretty much as soon as you get it, like I would be damage boosting here because that's how you're going to get that. Nice. Okay, so you got it from someone who take a little bit of chip. We're at a Valk.
Right here, right here, right here. That's behind, that's behind.
I wasted my
He's
ult.
literally 1 HP.
This is a good res. Perfect. And so now that Valk is over, we heal people up at the end of the fight. We're gonna get that last 10% of ult charge back. And we get ready for the next hold. So one thing I would be doing as well a lot more as Mercy is just be aware of like what ults your team is using and the enemy team is using, because you can always communicate that back to your team. Typical goal of like most main supports is to be able to ult track and manage ult economy fairly successfully when they're playing on a team. So they're gonna be really useful on ladder as well, because you can say, hey, I know like in the back of my head that they used these 3 ults. Next fight they're gonna have these 3 ults. We can counter it with these 2 ults.
Oh, I need help.
So you can plan accordingly for the next fight.
They push you against that wall.
Oh, the Tracer and the Coalescence were coming for you, Spooky.
Every time I try to
Spooky. Owie.
This Tracer's annoying.
This Tracer is very annoying.
How are they
No, I'm pretty sure I'll do it. I'm actually.
Okay. So we have minute 30
What do you want?
to defend this last little bit. So it is doable. But obviously we know the outcome because it's a VOD review.
Come on, hurry up. It'll help with the salt too. Don't go Hanzo.
We're getting close to another Valk. Again, on this 3rd point, I would want you to be playing on the high ground. Oh, don't go for the res there though. So this res is really risky because like if you get it off, it's huge, right? It guarantees probably that you win the fight because you're getting your Orisa, your main tank back. But if you die here, which you do, it basically means that you're forced to play stall for the rest of the game because you're constantly waiting for your main support to come back and have ultimate. So it's really risky, and you should always evaluate a res like, am I in danger of like getting caught out? In that case, it's very obvious that it is risky because you're in the middle of nowhere, and the only thing to shelter you is maybe the cart, but it's behind you.
Standpoint.
So unfortunately, we just stagger, like as a team, we stagger really hard. So this is good that we're healing around the corner. We get up in the air. And now we're forced to stall. So if you're forced to stall here, start pistoling. Like this is you all alone, right? There's nothing here to help you. It's just you, right? You have to defend yourself and you have to stall for as long as possible and try and get that last little bit of Valkyrie. Start pistoling. Like literally pull your gun out, start pistoling. If you hit one person, you get the last little bit of ult charge you need to have Valk, and that'll give you regen to help you stay alive. Why no Valk? What? It's overtime! Why no Valk?
It's 2 games in a row, bro.
Hey, Softest Blanket, good to see you. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, you did choke. It's okay. You know what? It happens. We all get nervous. We all get stressed out in the moment. Hindsight is 20/20. Don't worry.